A Houston woman filed a lawsuit against Dollar Tree and a local shopping plaza after she claims she was assaulted by a man while inside of a store.
It's something that we really can't believe this story here, but she was one of 3 women who actually say that a man left bodily fluids on them. Joining us to take a closer look at this case is Fox 26 legal analyst Chris Tritico. And Chris, those other women have reported a similar instance happening in this same store. So my question is, does this woman actually have a case here?
Absolutely, and it's the fact that there was 2 other women that makes this a good case, because Dollar Tree and the shopping center were on notice of the situation. They knew it was a problem. They didn't beef up security, and they allowed this to happen knowing that they had this issue that had already happened twice.
So how much liability do they hold if they don't take any action?
So when you own something like a store or a shopping center and you're on notice of a problem, an issue that causes a problem for your patrons, you have a duty to go remedy that problem. And if you don't, that's what creates liability for you. In this instance, when you have women who are being attacked and assaulted, and this is nothing short of a sexual assault. She wasn't physically grabbed, but this is the same thing as a sexual assault. She suffers the same mental and emotional problems that you have if she had been grabbed and physically attacked. And so this creates that liability because they did not take the time to beef up their security and do the things they needed to do to protect this lady and other patrons at the shopping center and in that particular store.
Well, it's crazy because this did happen in River Oaks, and it's in an area which I would assume has a lot of traffic in and out of that store. So I'm wondering if there could even be, you know, other women or other issues that come to light because of this. We've seen some like similar issues happen on airlines and whatnot. Really, now what is Dollar Tree or like this franchise owner going to be facing once this lawsuit comes about?
So the lawsuit is for premise liability and for negligence and gross negligence. That's the 3 causes of action that they're looking at. Now, they probably got insurance that'll be defending them, but that's not the issue. The issue is they knew about this, and so on a premise liability case, which is a little harder to make than a negligence case, but on this, when a premise liability case, if they can prove that they were aware of a problem that existed and did not take the action to remedy the problem, a jury can find that they were liable for it and hold them responsible. And then on the damage side, they're going to talk about the mental and emotional problems that this lady is suffering from, and there'll be plenty of mental and emotional evidence that they can put on that someone suffers from when they go through something like this. It's the same thing as being actually grabbed and assaulted, and there'll be plenty of evidence on that.
And I wanted to ask you, in your experience, do you find that these stores, they more times than not end up not doing anything if something is reported in that manner? Well,
I don't know that they don't do anything, but what we see in cases like this is stores nationwide that understaff because they're trying to save money. The bottom line, they want to beef up their profits. They save money by understaffing the stores. When they understaff the stores, it makes it ripe for something like this to happen, and it makes it unsafe for the patrons, and it makes it unsafe for the workers that are there. And to have something like this happen, unsafe for the workers when they get injured on the job. So if you're going to cut the bottom line and understaff, you make it a situation like this that can occur, and then you end up with a situation like this.
And if someone finds themselves in this type of disturbing situation, I mean, the best thing for them to do is like go to the police immediately, or?
Right. So in this case, the lady went home. And fortunately, a relative was a police officer, and they called, and the police officer said, wait, go immediately, do not wash those clothes, and that's why they have the evidence. But go, call the police immediately and take action to preserve that evidence so you don't lose the evidence, and then you have the ability to prove what happened to you.
Wow, just have to be vigilant everywhere you go.
That's right.
All right, thanks Chris Tritico.
You bet.